What's up guys, Eric from B-Side. Today we are going to be doing another ShiftPower Throttle Response Controller install and demonstration on another car. Today a very exciting vehicle. It's a 911 997 Turbo. It's from Drew's personal car collection. I'm president of P Club over here in Southern California. Our pleasure to work on it. Very excited, and want to show you how much difference it makes and all the new features that you can possibly add to even your Porsches. It's a very valuable asset, collectible to many, and ShiftPower will be able to help safeguard the vehicle by adding a immobilizer, and on top of that it also has a valet mode, so if you ever end up valeting your Porsche, you'll have the assurance that the valet driver won't be able to floor the car or peel out or do any sort of that crazy driving with ShiftPower. And on top of that, if you want to have some more fun and you want to get a little bit more throttle response, you can also do so with this, and all controllable with the powerful application this kit comes with. And if you don't want to use the app, you want to just do it from the button, you can easily do so with an LED lit button that you can easily mount in the car. And on top of that, the installation process for this is super easy. It's all plug and play, easily reversible, and it shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes to do so. So I'm gonna walk you through all that. Yeah, let's stop the talking, let's get inside the car and let's get this installed. All right guys, so let's go ahead and install the ShiftPower to this 997 911 Turbo. So first, after you drive your car, park it, we're gonna lock the car, okay? Make sure it's locked. And then we're gonna unlock it. So this is to make sure the car goes to sleep and there's no circuits going through the acceleration pedal, because if you unplug that acceleration pedal plug, if the car's not asleep and there's circuit going through, it could possibly turn on your check engine light when you turn on the car. So in order to avoid that, you want to make sure your car is asleep. If you don't want to do this, you can also leave the driver's side door open and take the key far away where you can't detect your car and wait about 15 minutes. All right, so once we do that, let's go inside the car. Okay. All right, so let's locate the acceleration pedal. Going all the way to the right. I'm sure all of you guys know where the acceleration pedal is. And right to the left of it, you'll find a Phillips screw. So let's unscrew that. Okay. And once that is out, let's go ahead and remove this pedal here. Okay, there it is, just being held by clips. Basically, it's just latched on with this down here, okay? And then we're gonna turn it sideways here, and you'll find that there's a connector here. Find that there's a connector, and we're going to remove it and daisy chain our connector to it. All right, let's go ahead and do that now.
That you could see the passion, like you're like a little kid in doing your hobby.
Yeah.
in a great way, because it's like,
oh, thank you.
because when you talk about your excitement for even the OEM, for the amp, like I watched the video and stuff like that, I can see, and I see you cutting. I know you're splicing.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Hey, thanks for watching the videos.
No, I do.
Yeah. All right, so we went ahead and removed the factory connector that was in here, show you how it's done. So the factory connector looks something like this. This is from ours, and it's in here like this. This one has the red release. The factory one has a gray clip as a release, but you still need to push it down very firmly and then pull it up. So same concept. And now what we're gonna do is plug this in here. Okay, this is from ours. And we just need to plug this back to the factory side. All right, and then we're gonna put this, hide this somewhere with some zip ties that comes with the kit. There's actually 2 zip ties that comes with the kit. Okay, we're gonna use these. And then on top of that, we have our button here that comes with it. Many customers ask if this button is necessary. It is not necessary. You could fully just use the app that comes with it using your phone, but it's good to have this connected and hidden somewhere if you don't want to see it, just in case you lose your phone and you turn on the immobilizer on your car. You need to drive your car, you don't have your phone, then you could at least unlock it with the button. There's a way to do so. But without the button and without your phone, you're not gonna be able to turn off the immobilizer unless you go and you disconnect everything. So it could be a pain in the butt. So have the button, good idea to have the button, and you can hide it if you don't want to see it. All right, so for most of you guys who's going to use the button, connect this to here, right here. Here you go. And all we have to do is connect this back to the factory connector that originally connected to the acceleration pedal, hide this, and route this button to your desired location, and we're done. Very, very easy. So let me continue on with the install. All right, so this is your factory connector here, and just push it in. It will lock into place. Okay, very easy. The pedal will just connect back to its original location. Might have to wiggle it in a little bit, okay? So here's how it looks, and you wanna make sure all this doesn't go in the way of your driving. You don't want it to go behind your acceleration pedal. You don't wanna go behind your other two pedals, or up here, there's moving parts. Just note that you do have to put it back. You do have to organize this to ensure that it doesn't affect your normal drivability of the vehicle. I was like, what is that? How's your camera? All right, so I went ahead and organized the wires a little bit. So there's these factory wires and wires up here. So we zip tie the module to it, here, right here. So there's some information on this module that may be useful if you ever lose your manual. The manual has the same exact tag, but if you lose that, it's here. And we set it over here. There's plenty of carpet to ensure that it's not gonna rattle or make any noises. And we tighten up the cable here so there won't be any loose wires. And then make sure there's not enough play here to interfere with any of your driving. And then I'm going to snip these extra zip ties off. When you do that, make sure, be careful, don't cut any of your factory wires or any of the wires. And then we are going to find a place for the button. Use a double-sided tape, mount it, and we will complete the installation. All right. All right, guys, so we found a good mounting spot right here, right between these two panel pieces here. There's a little bit of opening, and you can actually squeeze the wire behind there, and you could go straight to the module, and it'll be a clear path to it. So you don't have to remove any panels or any of that. Very, very easy. Remove that adhesive behind here and just push it down right here. And if you have any loose wires or cables down here, just make sure to organize it, because you don't want any wires or cables hanging down to be in the way of your driving. And on top of that, let's finish this off by screwing this Phillips screw back in here. All right, there it is. Okay, that completes the installation. Let's go ahead and turn on the car and just confirm that everything's working the way it should. Looks good. Okay. All right, guys, now that we installed the unit, we mounted the button. Whether you have an Apple phone or an Android phone, it both works. Get your phone, turn it on, go to the search bar and search for ShiftPower, and you'll find ShiftPower FavTech like you see over here. And once you download it, go ahead and open it, and you can say yes to the prompts here. Okay. All right, and once you finish downloading and opening the app, it'll take you to this screen. And before we connect it to the device, let's turn on the car. All right, so once your car is turned on, let's get it connected. So press this car icon here next to the gear. You'll see it, connect, and it's going to ask for a Bluetooth pair request. You can find it in two places, either the instructions manual, or you can look at your module. It's gonna have your password in two different places. So let's put in your password. Okay, and there it is. Okay, close. Okay, let's select your car. 911. All right, here we go. And now that your phone is connected to the device. Whenever you push the button, it'll jump to all your presets. The presets from the default presets are going to be 25% for dynamic, for sport it's going to be 50, super sport 75%, race is 100%. You can also take your finger and drag around to precisely more response you want with your finger. And you have also these other functions here. You have you can lock it, you have valet mode, you can have the eco mode, try to save some gas, or you can just turn it off back to factory mode. And you can select the gear button, go to mode settings, and change all the presets here. And these are also 3 different acceleration curves. So faster cars like this Porsche, you'll want to put it to exponential. Okay, linear gets a little bit more touchy, also goes to your wide open throttle fastest, whereas by exponential, it gradually builds. So you'll be able to utilize the full entire range of your acceleration pedal with the exponential. But for larger vehicles like trucks, and that really can benefit from more lower end response, then linear will work the best. So for this, we'll use the exponential. And just to give you a little bit of an example, so we're just gonna give just a little bit here, okay? It's like 5%. And it tells you right here how much I'm giving. Okay, just a little bit, and then, so as you can tell, it gives you a little bit more. So I haven't moved the amount of acceleration I gave on my feet, but as you can see, it's actually giving you more throttle. And some other functions that this car has is the valet mode and lock mode. Valet mode will, can I unlock your Face ID? Okay, so for example, you can put it to valet mode, and when you're in valet mode, you can adjust the amount of acceleration that you'll give at full throttle. So say that we put it 15%, which is the most aggressive, and I floor the car, the most they'll be able to accelerate is to 2,000 RPMs. And you can of course adjust it based on your preference, but default is right at 50% at 30. It's right at the half point, which is 30%. And on top of that, we got the eco mode, and let me show you how the lock mode. So this is an immobilizer. Say that you park your car somewhere, you end up having to park your car outside, and you want to add a extra level of security. It immobilizes your car. So if a thief goes in, they try to accelerate. This is how much I'm trying to accelerate, but it gives nothing to the car. Nothing happens. All right. And if you want to unlock it, press it again. There's also other features on this app where if you lock your car, you put it on valet mode, and you walk away from your car, and next time you turn it on, and as soon as your phone makes a connection to the device, it'll automatically unlock whether the immobilizer is turned on or the valet mode is turned on. So you can also set that up as well. So a lot of different functions on this device. All right guys, so now that I showed you the function of this car and how to install it, let's have Drew from P Club take this on a test drive to see how he likes it, just get some first impression. This car does have a tune, so it's gonna be using the throttle control is gonna be used together with the tune that he already has. So the experience might be a little bit different, but we'll see how much difference it still makes.